turn the brightness down because that's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous, isn't it? Good evening, everybody. I hope it's gone live. Welcome to Lazy Mini Painting. My name is Laz, L-A-Z, just in case you were wondering where I got it from. It's the beginning of Lazy, also part of Lazarus, which used to be my screen name. Either way, good evening, Buzzard. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I need to make apologies first of all. I was missing all last week. I have not been sleeping well, so I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight. But I've got my models out. I've sorted some of my paints out that I've got a new paint rack for, but I've just got to put it somewhere. I've sorted all the bits out that I dropped. Louis! It does. The stream begins. No DACA today. We are for the Emperor. All for the Emperor. We have lots of Vanguard veterans. Well, 5 Vanguard veterans. The lieutenant from Leviathan, if you remember that one. And a couple of other models that I'm just doing bits on tonight. Hey up, Graham. Howdy do. I'm just going to find portrait mode chat because it doesn't pop up here for some bloody reason and I don't know why. At least it's popped up with portrait mode now, so I can actually do it. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Last night was just as bad as well. But I managed to get some sleep throughout the rest of today, essentially. Sparkles and me have been doing relays today because both of us have been tired. So we've been kind of relaying it between us, who's up running around with little one and who's the one getting to get some sleep. Oh, you're off to 5 assault terminators. Nice. I've done it. I've still got 15 to convert, haven't I? And that didn't help because remember me saying I dropped a lot of bits right before the start of my stream. Bits boxes went everywhere. Part of those bits boxes were all the Grey Knight stuff. Good evening, Angie. Good evening. So, but yeah, I dropped my bits boxes. Multiple of them. And I have big tubs full of bits. 2 of them went over, a couple of boxes and a couple of little boxes. And it had my Space Marine stuff and some of my Auto stuff and Eldar stuff and Grey Knight stuff. And there was lots and lots of things that I had to pick up. So I had a fun Monday night. That wasn't a lie. It was friggin' annoying. But still, I had to get it done. So I've done that. And yeah, not sleeping last week. And now I'm here now. Now, the plan tonight is to do ivory stuff and red stuff if I can. If I can. I should be able to. So I'm going to need Conrad. I'm going to need ivory. I am using the Duncan 2 coats one because it's nearly finished. And then once it's done, I don't have to use it ever again. Hey, how good is that? But I do need to top the wet palette up quite a lot. I was doing a little bit of painting offline of those couple of models that I can't paint online. Those of you who are aware of it, you know why. Those of you who aren't aware of it, if you want to join Discord, you'll soon figure out why. But yeah, there are a few models that I can't paint online. So I do them offline. So I've been keeping my hand in a little bit with like metallics and stuff. Just empty the excess water out of my wet palette. I am running really late tonight as well. So even though my wet palette's pretty much done, I've misplaced the sheets, which I shouldn't have. They should be right next to me. They should not have moved. There they are. Told you, they're right next to me. Here they are. So I can get rid of that extremely well used sheet and put a nice fresh one on. Nice fresh one. We like fresh ones. So thank you for everyone who's coming to see me this evening. If you are in portrait mode, I am trying to keep an eye out in there in case you're saying anything, in case you're speaking to me. I do not wish to come across as ignorant. I'm just scatterbrained. There's a difference. I'm not ignorant, I just heads all over the thinking place. Water. I need a water pot. 1 part Wraith Bone and 1 part Screaming Skull. In fairness to Louis, my overall favourite ivory is just flat Vallejo ivory. It's basic and it is so good. It's easy to use. It doesn't do the chalkiness like white, like a plain white does, but it's light enough that you kind of use it as a white. It's a nice setup. It's a nice colour. I just got to go get my cup off Sparkles, and then I can fill my thingy pot. Thank you. So I have my cup, which is right next to there. I'm just going to fill my water pot up because I forgot to do it from last time because I'm an idiot. If you know any events ever coming around you, let me know. I need to do more of them, especially if I don't. Fair enough. I'll go and have a look in a minute. Just give me a sec. Hey, K-Geist. What's up? Hey, K-Geist. Thank you for coming in. Okay, just to let you all know, I have been naffing around with things like settings and silly stuff like that. So if anything's a bit different, not quite the same, and you're wondering, Laz, what hell have you done to your screen? I've been messing around and pressing buttons. That's what I've done to my screen. That's why it might look a little bit weird tonight compared to usual. I am going to try, for some reason, this one picks me up nice and fine. That one gets all grainy. And no matter which way around I swip the cameras, I'm nice, that's grainy. So, stupid cameras. Just any decent sized ones you'd want to attend myself. So, ones that I would want to send. Oh, you enjoyed, oh yeah, you had the PeachCon, didn't you? You met Peachy. Peachy. Oh, grab it in your hand. No, don't do that. So we want Comic-Con Manchester. Manchester. I think it's already been this year, actually. Yeah, it's July next year. And then you've got Gen Con, is it? There's loads that go on. That's the problem. No, that's a different one. That's Feb. So nothing that I know of this year. But I'll keep an eye out for you though, Graham. I'll keep an eye out. There's usually something. Oh, right. So that's the end event of the season. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okie dokie then, people. Let's get some painting done, shall we? That's what I'm here for. Well, no, I'm here for therapy. But painting is part of it, so I think we should get started. Give it a good old shake. What's this? What's getting in my... It's that's getting in my way. Essentially, I've got a board at the back just to try and sort my lighting out. And it was getting in the way. So we'll give it a shot. We'll try it again. Now, if I keep looking like that, it's because I'm trying to keep an eye on portrait mode because I can't read it straight off the screen. I don't know why. Everyone else seems to be able to set all this stuff up real simply. It's like, no, you just do this, click, 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 and it's done. I try it and it all just goes, nope, and freezes. I'm guessing people have a better machine and better video cards than I have. So they can handle it easier. Good point. If you do know about them, you can apply for them next year. So I'll keep an eye out for. Because when we went to Comic-Con, I think it was last year, when we went to Comic-Con, there was one on at Bowlers, which is the one we went to, and then there was another one in the city centre. So there was 2 on at the same time. Same day, same weekend, and there was 2 on. So obviously we chose to go to one, and then there was the other one. It's where we got the weird spinny thingy dice from. Now, right, we want ivory. So with ivory, I want skulls, silly bits of parchment, and what else do we need? I know we need other stuff on here. Skulls and silly bits of parchment. And we're going to need a bit of gold, a bit of burgundy, and a bit of pink as well. Should be fun. Okay, Ibrahim Farouk. Oh. I have no idea what all that is, but if I can do this. Sorry, Ibrahim, but that's classified as spam. So I'm going to pop you in a timeout for a bit. Only for 10 minutes. Let's see if you learnt your lesson. You are present but not accounted for, Joe. Not a problem. As soon as you wish to be accounted for, I will pop you on the link and we can go through what we were discussing the other night. Which I'm really looking forward to. So to start out, I'm going to be doing... Yeah, I'm going to be working on the ivory. This light's making it look weird. See, the Duncan Rhodes ivory is a bit browner than the Vallejo one. But it'll do for an ivory. It's just got that slight more of a tint to it. Yeah, all those messages were deleted by me. Good evening, Lee. Good evening. So if anyone, you can see all Ibrahim's thing on the chat that he won't delete, but it's deleted from the inside chat. We'll be all right for now. Do I have it? Just out of curiosity, have I got any moderators in? If you're a moderator, can you let me know, please? And if not, then I'm going to have to do something about it. I know Ali's not here. That's one. Captain's not here because he'll be another one. I think he's working. Is he working? I don't know. He might not. No worries, Lee. Thank you for the like. If you want to leave a comment after it as well, I will not stop you. Comments help as well, as you know. In fact, comments help a lot more than you would think. So if anyone watches this post live stream, like for ASMR reasons, that's what Sparkles is using me for at the moment, then please leave a comment. Let me know ASMR worked wonderfully, blah, blah. No, you don't need moderation, Greg. But what I need is Ali, there you are. No, it's all right, Ali. It's just that somebody beat you to it. One of the Muppets beat you to it. I was thinking, I've got a chance to get it here. And I was thinking I was being so slow that you were going to get there before me. And you didn't, because I managed to get him. And I've timed him out for 10 minutes. So if the little fucker comes back and starts doing it again, you can kick him this time. Sorry, I enjoyed that a bit too much then, didn't I? I've been on a weird one. Don't know where my head's going to go tonight. Not going to lie. I'm trying my best to keep it all nicely in the head. Not guaranteeing it though. It's already popped out a couple of times tonight. So there is a probability that he's going to pop up again. And I don't know what he's going to pop about. Yeah, like that, you see. Haha. No worries, Joe. You grab your phone call, mate. Let's hope it's someone saying, you have won. And it's actually a prize you've entered. That'll be good, won't it? You just won a lifetime supply of modelling equipment. Fucking awesome. You do realise I can do this a lot, don't you? A lifetime supply is not going to be as much as you think it's going to be. We all get a little funny one time. That's a problem. I don't have to be tired to get a little funny. I just need to not be paying attention to myself. And if I'm not paying attention to myself, then things happen, words happen. Yeah. I actually have to shut myself up more than anything else. Or at least stop myself going off. It is possible, yeah. Like last time, not last Monday. Was it Monday before when I went off? Yeah, I got on a certain topic, as anyone in will remember, and yeah, I kind of didn't let go of that topic, even way past the point when I probably should have, because there is a good chance that that particular topic may get me in trouble. If it does, well, fuck them. It's their own fault for being so arsey about it. But I don't particularly want to deal with the hassle of going, look, you're a prick anyway, go away. So we'll try and avoid that if we can. What was that? That was something else. That my phone's making noises. Sorry. Don't get distracted by your phone, lads. Don't get distracted by your phone. You're supposed to be painting the Crux Terminatus on your Vanguard veteran. But we do have. I have to keep checking because, as I said, my phone, which is on the portrait mode, doesn't quite come up as easily on the screen as it does on my phone when it's sat right next to me. So I am in portrait mode with you all, if you're in portrait mode anyway. Whilst I am doing little bits of painting. Now, I am struggling to get this camera to not be as grainy, and I don't know why it's doing it. I'm trying various different things, different resolutions, different zoom levels, different exposure rates, all sorts of stuff. So I think this might be doing a little bit too much exposure at the moment. Might be wrong, because I don't know much about cameras, so I think I might have. I've got a setting wrong somewhere because it is so grainy. I know definitely I've got a setting wrong somewhere just because of how grainy it is. Oh, the purple bit. Oh, it's coming off my mic, isn't it? Right. In case anyone was wondering what this odd little purple glow is around here, which you can't see on portrait, luckily, but you can see on the horizontal. It's my mic. The only reason I'm saying that is because I've just wondered what the hell that little glowy thing was on there. See, what's that? Oh, that's what it is. Hello, Ali. You've come to join us and have a good chat now. Good. How's your week been? So, how's everyone's weekend been? That's probably a better question. Rather than just asking Ali how her week's been. It's fucking Monday, you moron, lads. How's everybody's weekend been? You all asked how mine's been, and obviously I told you. Now I'm curious as to how everyone else has been. I believe Graham could probably give us a nice long story about how he's been having fun doing stuff over the weekend, and Buzzard's probably got a few stories he could go on and things. Captain! Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. About... What the fuck? Stop beeping at me. That's just rude. And that. All them can go as well. Bye-bye. My phone thinks I'm going to actually use it during the middle of a screen. No, you can bugger off. Again, Captain, if you wish to pop on, that is fine. We were discussing last night about... no, you did. You did. You did it yesterday. Everybody else in chat hasn't had the chance to ask me about my weekend, and I've not had a chance to ask them about theirs either. Well, I could have over Discord for those who are in there, but I was asleep. So, yeah, it goes. That's how that goes. It doesn't help. I've been sleeping, just not at the right times. That's the only problem. I need to sleep at the right times, not through the day. Oh, so if there was a con every week to the degree of peach con, you could actually do it every week, Graham, and you'd be halfway towards a wage. Then all you'd need is hint, 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 people. Rogues Den Hobbies, the actual website, to take off a bit more, and then you'll be way on your way. Not paid sponsorship, just before anyone asks. No worries, Captain. No worries. Told you, option's there for you. Option is there for you. If you want it, whenever you want it. So just let me know. But you're in, and I'm glad you're in. Thank you for calling in, man. It is nice to see you, at least here in chat. So it's a wargaming convention. Yes, PeachCon is a wargaming convention. So things like Kings of War, Warhammer 40,000, one-page rules. If you're running this, basically lots of skirmish games like Warhammer. But as I was saying about Rogues Den Hobbies, if you want like really nice stuff like the little mini Hector, I mean super tiny, like this is the Yojimbo Hector, which is just way too much light at the moment. Let's see if I can close it off a bit. And then like big Babs. As well as all the other 7 that I've got. Those are just the Hectors. Those are just little froggy Hectors. We've got all the Petrichor models becoming soon on Graham's website, as well as all the ones that are actually available. Now, I've said it before. Anything under the MS Paint section, my discount code does not work on there on that website. But if you're getting from the fantasy or the space or the sci-fi range, then code LAS10, you get 10% off. The only reason I have that code is because I use it. I've used it more than anybody else. It is good. Yeah, 3 dogs is a bit much there, Cap. 3 dogs is a bit much. 2, just the right number. 3, no, maybe not. 3 is just a bit much. Especially if 2 of them don't get on, then you're really screwed. Right, has he got any more stupid little floppy fabricy bits and cloth bits on him that I need to get? Yeah, yes, he's got one down there. Yeah. But if you're doing well on your cons, Graham, and if you can get that site up and running, I mean, I know people buy from it at the moment. I know I've bought quite a few things, but there's lots of stuff you can get from your site that is just so nice just to help convert things as well. There's multiple reasons why I suggest people should go check out Rock. But okay, it's going up. It's going up. It's gonna be there in a minute. It is. Right, yeah. I have a new thumbnail for those of you who noticed and may not have noticed. I don't know. People do notice these things and people don't. ROGUE. There we go. 32mm feline collection. Let's go for that first. But we actually just want that section. So we copy that. And we come all the way over. And we pop that in there. And then we pin it. Pin message. Right. Anyone wanting to go to Rogues Den Hobbies is now up there. You would love to know another golden retriever. Yeah. Golden retrievers are nice dogs. I like golden retrievers. They're not dumb dogs, but they're not like super smart where they sit there arguing with you. The good dogs are golden retrievers. I like golden retrievers. I used to have what was it was a golden retriever German Shepherd cross. So it had the body of a German Shepherd, but the colour of a golden retriever, and he was gorgeous. He was called DJ. And I say he was my second favourite dog because words how. Yeah, you have a good night, Captain. You have a good night. You go and sleep. Good night. God bless. I hope you're having a good. I'll be a good rest. But yeah, my other one, Guy. He was a boxer, Rhodesian Ridgeback cross. He was as dumb as a post. He was dumb. He was thick as pig shit, but he was such a lovely dog. He used to pull me off the settee so we could sit on the floor together. That's how much of a lovely dog he was. He wanted to sit next to me all the time, but he knew he weren't allowed on the couch, so he used to move me off the couch and we sit on the floor. I like Guy. I was just, yeah. Oh well. I'm not going to go down that road because that's not a nice road for me to go down. That's dragging up a whole heap of crap that doesn't belong with the dog. So we're going to leave that exactly where it fucking well is. But I wish I could have. I wish I still had him. I mean, I wouldn't still have him now because of the age of the dog. That was about 20 years ago, and he was a full-grown dog then, so he wouldn't be around now, regardless. But he was a lovely dog. Yeah. Strong. I mean, he's a powerful dog. Very powerful dog. Even when I was 18 stone, he could near enough pull me off my feet. Right. Every bit's done. Every bit's done. Just checking, because we do have. I know I do have people that come up into portrait mode, and not everybody talks. But I like to make sure everyone's thanked at least for coming to watch me. Because let's face it, you're coming to watch a guy who knows he's going off the deep end, doing his best not to, and then puts a camera in front of his face just to make it a little bit more interesting. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes I'm boring and the ASMR works. It's just trying to find the one. If you're here for ASMR and you're lucky on an ASMR even type of mood, then awesome. If I'm in one of them weird moods and you come for ASMR, then I apologise because I may be making moo noises and strange things and having rants. And vice versa, if you've come for the weird me and I'm being the quiet me, then it's what happens sometimes. Ellie's letting everyone know in portrait mode because I've already blocked one little fucker in there. Because he decided his portrait mode is going to spam a lot of crap. And we don't stand for that here. We don't even sit for it. We get rid of it. We want people, humans, having conversations, asking questions, being interested, already knowing about this hobby and wanting to talk more about it. Whether it's Warhammer 40k, Conflict 47, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, One Page Rules, whatever that daft game is that Mercer made. Yeah, any of them, talk about all that stuff. See, Graham understands. Talk crap all the time. We'll talk crap, just don't be. Yeah, we try not to be idiots about it. The only person who's allowed to rant and be a twat is me, and well, that's because I'm the guy on the camera. It might be conceited of me to say that. It is, but it's also true. Because I can say it regardless of whether anyone's watching. I want you all to stay. Please stay. That doesn't mean everyone gets to run off just so I can start shouting shit. But I might start shouting shit anyway. I'm not going to force anyone to stay and listen is what I'm going to say. But if you want to, feel free. Feel free. Although, seeing as the talking and doing shit thing, there's someone who lives right nearby me. Anyone got any like a tub of brake fluid or anything so I can go chuck it over the car? Because they deserve it. And I know what chucking brake fluid over a car does, and that's why I wanted it. That's why I want it. Brake fluid. Why? What does it do? It strips the paint down to the fucking metal. That's what it does. Gobshite little fucker needs to be taught. You respect the people in the community, or the community don't respect you. Move up a bit, move up a bit, move up a bit. Sorry, Ali. Thank you. This is why Ali's so good for my streams. Because some people would be quiet and be quite happy for me to not be anywhere near the centre of the screen or where they can see it. Ali knows full well that you can tell me if I'm not in the right place and I move it. So please don't feel that you can't say things to me and you can't talk to me. And if I'm doing something that you can't see and you want to ask a question, go for it. Go for it. Although go for it's not here. Yeah, ask questions. Try and put me off in good ways by giving me ooh shinies. Things that I can just veer me off to a left or a right on whatever I'm talking about. It's a very subtle game you get to play. I'm not in the right place. I need to be about 50 miles east of where I am. Wonder where that would land me, Graham. Wonder where that would land me. 50 miles east of where I... East is over that way. Well, that way. Yeah, funnily enough, I think that'll put me somewhere around about your neck of the woods, wouldn't it? I know it'll make me cross the mountains. I'll be on the wrong side of the mountains if I carried on doing that. And that doesn't mean you and Buzzard get to start picking on me saying, no, that's the right side. It's the wrong side of the mountains. And I know the Perrys will team up and just to get me on the Lancashire, Yorkshire thing, even though I'm from Greater Manchester. He's not going Yorkshire. Well, I will for a trip and a day out. To be quite honest, I won't mind living there, but not right now. Not just at the moment. Too much faffing about to get us all over there at the minute. And the eldest going to uni. Second eldest going to college, and I've got my youngster in school. So that's a lot of faffing to get them all moved over to go to the Yorkshire. What we can do is once the young ones left school or going to uni or wherever, then we can look at moving. No, I didn't even know that. When did that happen, Ali? Care to elaborate? Was this on Doritos? Has he printed me off as a fucking Bob Ross? I'm not Bob Ross, that's Twisted. Twisted is the Bob Ross of this. Did I? When did I do that? Right, my head's gone west because apparently I've known about something. Right, so I'm supposed to know that I've been printed out as a Bob Ross type character by Dorito, with guy over in California, other side of the world. Supposed to be sending me a box to paint things. Been waiting about a year, and this box seems to get more stuff added to it. No. Or if it did, it's gone out of my head. Is this on Instagram? See, this is a left turn. This is a left turn. INSTA. Go to there. Messages. That's from Dodito. No, he was just on about. No, that was just on about other people getting messages and stuff. No, Al, you messaged me through Ali messaged me through Facebook. Ali doesn't message me through Instagram. Do you want to know something? If I have brains, it'd be dangerous. But I want to see what this Bob Ross thing is that I'm supposed to look like now. If I can get it up without my name popping up, I'll show it on screen. Don't think I will be able to get it up without... Oh, look at Maddie. Sorry. I've seen the pitch. I've seen the one of you, Ali. Which is I've seen the one of you, but I don't see a picture of the one of me as a Bobby Ross. So no, I don't remember this. And I've told Graham about it as well. Yeah, I've just been through my Facebook Messenger and I can't find it. But if I've told Graham about it, I must have known about it at some point. But I can't remember now. Oh, I'm the other one in... Right, okay. So I'm the other one in that picture. Where is it? Where is it? Right, I'm guessing this is off your television. Right, I can't see that very well. I'll have to go grab it off the stream. I'll just have to go grab it off the stream. Yeah, me getting muddled. That's a new one, isn't it? It doesn't happen often. Good evening, Twisted. Apparently, I've done things Twisted. Yeah, I've done things, and I don't know that I've done them. But there's two people collaborating that I've done this thing. I'm not got a fucking clue. But apparently, I've been given your, the moniker that I've given to you, they've given to me. So if we both get on and do a stream together, we can put every fucker to sleep. Fucking yes. Let's do it. So I'm going to have to go find this Bob Rossi one, aren't I? Where is it? He's going to get a few hours off me. Well, a few times. Donita and Lucha Capra. Is it Dorito and Lucha Capra? I can't remember now. I don't know why S become before C. God knows. No. What's it under then? It's alright, don't worry, Ali, I'll find it, don't you worry. Can't be that far. I don't have, well, I have quite a lot of things on there. Where the fuck is it? No. No, that was... I can't remember what the chuffing channel's called now. Oh well. I can't remember what the channel's called. Oh, I've got to go through there. And then I've got to go on that. I'm blaming Ali for all of this, just so you know. Am I muted? Yes, good. Is chat going to catch up at any time today? Yes, it is. What's the bleeding channel called? Can't remember. Oh, it begins with L. That's why. I'm looking at the D and it begins with L. Right, there's the Ali one. Right, let's get towards the end. Let's get really, really towards the end. Let's get like right towards the end so you can finish it off. Make it bigger. Make it like the biggest it can be. Pause it. Right. So apparently... Oh, Twisted, not again, not again. You was like, this was yesterday and the day before, Twisted. You need to get your feet up, mate. You need to get your feet up. Right. Let's find out where this is. And then I should be able to take that off, I hope. And then when I go back on here, there we are. Right, so that Bob Rossi looking thing with the big puffy hairstyle, you know, the big bouffon microphone thing, and the brush that's bigger than his hand, apparently is me. Apparently that's me. Did not know that. Yeah. Oh, he has it all cleaned off now. That's good. But there's one, I've got one small problem. He's giving me a big microphone head. He's giving me a big microphone haircut. Anyone else notice something wrong with that? Maybe I might have a bit of trouble getting that hairstyle. Yo, the face is definitely you on the leprechaun. 100%. I'm just thinking maybe he's missed something on the old Laz model. Or he's not missed something, he's added extras. Like hair. He's added hair to me. Oh, yeah. Now I can understand that, Twisted, because that's kind of what mine does sometimes. Basically, my legs will draw me back, and I'll get essentially bent round backwards like that. Not quite that far, but that's what he's trying to do. And it's not nice. It's not comfortable. In fact, it's very fucking painful. So my sympathies, because that is not a pleasant thing to be going through. And I genuinely would not wish that on I wouldn't even wish that on Peter Dinklage. That's how bad that is. I would not even wish that on Peter Dinklage. And there's a lot of stuff I would wish on that little fucker. Move up. I am. In this case, Graham, I was just using him as a reference of somebody that I've proven on this channel that I dislike. And even then, I wouldn't wish that on them. So it's more of I understand how bad it is that I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy. Although I wouldn't give that little fucker the right to be my worst enemy. He's not that important. Klingon dwarves. See, I like dwarves. Dwarves are one of my favourite D&D classes. Races, should I say, not classes. Cleric and Rogue are probably my two favourite D&D classes. But still, that's classes, not. But I like dwarves. Dwarves are great. I have I have one dwarf built, which is Thos. And he's a dwarf cleric. Very much runs similar to Amber, which is Sparkle's character. So they run very similar to each other in regards to both being Forge Domain clerics. Hello, I can't see. I'm sorry. So I'm here. Look, I'm here. I'm doing red bits. I'm trying to find little red bits. There's only one on this guy. See, Ali keeps me in check. Ali keeps me in screen. No, I don't get Sparkles to dress up like Thorin. And are you trying to take the mick out of my missus's height? I know you're not. I'm probably going to get the... I'm getting the one for that one, don't worry. But no, I don't get her to dress up as Thorin. Although she runs... essentially, Sparkles plays a dwarf because of my feelings towards gnomes. She has gnome characters, and I must admit my slight prejudice comes out whenever she plays a gnome character, and I go a little bit further trying to kill that one than the others because I don't like gnomes. So yeah, she's found it easier. If she plays a dwarf, I don't try and kill her as quick. That's it. I like dwarves. Don't like gnomes in D&D. But there are two particular little people on this planet in real life that I don't like. Do not like. So yeah, if Sparkles plays a gnome, that gnome will not last very long. Because my racial prejudices on D&D races comes through very, very, very strongly regarding those. So gnomes die fast. So there you go. If I'm ever DMing for you and you want it to be a very quick game, just make a party of gnomes. Because I've got the perfect creature lined up just to party wipe you in one turn. It's kind of like a Lich and a Tarask put together with extra resistances and more legendary spells. Very much a you greasy bastard type of move. But if you're going to bring me a party of gnomes, then on your own head be it. I have made my stance perfectly clear. Nobody knows how much this fucker hates you. Nobody knows and nobody cares. No, stop sending me fucking gnome reels, Graham. We can fall out quick, you know. I mean, you can still come to my wedding. I'll just make sure there's people there ready to chuck you out. Never gonna give it up. Never gonna let you down. Now I'm gonna turn it round and smack you. Good night, Ali. Thank you for calling in. I hope you get a good night as well. You and Captain both tired and need sleeping. So go get sleeping. Victory! Yeah, you got me to sing it. Although, right. Over the weekend, because I was asked what I did over the weekend. I did miss what I did on Friday night. On Friday night, I was very fortunate. In a town not too far from me by the name of Rochdale, there was an outdoor gig. And my friend and one of the hired goons in Discord by the name of Ramrod had bought a platinum VIP experience ticket to go see A Certain Ratio, Peter Hook and the Light, and OMD. All on one. Oh, just those three. Very local bands, some of them more well known than others. For reasons, he couldn't go. So he gave me his ticket. So I got to go. Deal this VIP experience to go see what is probably my favourite bass player in the world, which is Peter Hook. And then see Andy McCluskey front and stage for OMD. And even though I had to leave early, I did have to leave a little bit early. With Maid of Orleans being one of my favorite OMD songs, I got to hear that before I left, as well as all the Joy Division and New Order songs that Peter Hook was playing, and obviously A Certain Ratio playing all their stuff. So I got the VIP nice experience to go see that on Friday. Obviously, as I said, I was given the ticket, so things like lanyards and stuff I gave to Ramrod because he should have been going rightly instead of me, as well as picking up a signed Peter Hook t-shirt. Sparkles got essentially a t-shirt big enough for us to use as a 90 for OMD and Nola Gay. But I had an absolutely fantastic night that night. It was a really good gig. It would have been even better if it wasn't in Rochdale. That was the only spoiling factor about the entire thing, is that it was in Rochdale. Yeah, Joy Division and New Order, but because it was Peter Hook, and he could play them all. He could do any of the songs that he wanted. So, yeah, I got Isolation. What was the rest of Peter Hook's? Peter Hook and the Light Rochdale lineup. Hook and the Light. Rochdale. Set list. I forgot. Basically, I was having that good of a time that I was not paying attention to. Is this a set list? I'm going to come back to the red in a second. Okay. Transmission, Ceremony, Regret. What Do You Want From Me? Bizarre Love Triangle. Temptation, Truth, Faith, Blue Monday, Love Will Tear Us Apart. No, that's not right. No, because he played more than that. No, he played more than that. But that was the set list for Peter Hook and the Light. And I did get to see all of it. All of it. But yeah, no, I'm sure he played more than that. Yeah, I'm pretty damn well sure he played more than that. But either way, I got to go. Basically, it's the closest thing I'm going to get to go see Joy Division and New Order anytime soon. And to see OMD on the same card, and to see A Certain Ratio on the same card as well is a little bit fucking yes type of thing. For anyone who's round in the 80s, 90s, or a little bit further, even in the 70s, if he was around then, you will know New Order, Joy Division, OMD. You might not know A Certain Ratio if you're a little bit earlier. If you're later, you will know anything from the 90s. You will know A Certain Ratio, especially if you grew up round Greater Manchester. It was an awesome show, and being in the slightly raised area, and getting to see where they were all going backstage, and I could kind of get near it. So I ended up chatting with the bassist from A Certain Ratio, young Japanese descent girl. She's obviously not the original bassist, but she's the current one. She's the only one who, out of all of them, actually came out to the crowd. So, but she came out, and I ended up chatting to her for a bit. The bassist, the other bassist from A Certain Ratio as well, chatting to him through the fence. Didn't realise I was letting on to Peter Hook until after he was walking away, when I'm stood there with a t-shirt in my pocket that he could have signed again. That was my own stupid fault though. So there's a few garmless moments from me there. But yeah, I letting on to Peter Hook and then realising, oh shit, that was Peter Hook. Got to see Andy walking through, but he was blanking anyone because he was going to the stage at the time. So he wasn't getting into dialogue with anybody who was speaking. He was getting well within his zone. You've never been to... Please say you're bullshitting me on that, Graham. You've never been to a concert. Ever been to a concert. Look, from a concert. I've got multiple t-shirts from this band because I've seen them several times. Uh, yeah, wow, how can you? Nope. Never been to a concert or a funeral. Oh, I've been to both of those things. Some are better than one's better than the other for just enjoyment purposes. To be quite honest, I don't like going to funerals, but I will go to them. So, I mean, first concert you was 4. I mean, that's a bit young. That Twisted for your first concert. But then again, you've got people taking babies to BTS concerts and stuff. So, you know, some kids even beat you on that one. Oh, he's got a lot of paper down there. He's got lots of bits of paper down this bit. And yeah, exactly to think you're 40. Oh, you're only 4. You're only 39. I don't know if that's a good thing or a. I'm not sure how to take that, Twisted. Did they have to, or was it just to heighten the experience? That's essentially the question. What it comes down to. See, there you go. There's a little purity seal, red dots. Did they have to do that to you, or was that just to heighten your experience of said concert? Because if they had to, then that's fucking cruel. If it was voluntary and you was just doing it to heighten your experience and enjoyment of a concert, then that's a different matter. Because I've been to concerts. They were forced by your aunt. So your cousins were forced by your auntie to give you drugs to get you into concerts. That's wrong. That's child abuse, mate. That is flat out child abuse. There's no arguing there. Doping a kid up to get into a gig is not something you should do. If the kid's not old enough and don't want to go, leave him at home. Go on your own. Don't dope him up to take him. For fuck's sake. Well, put it on the radio. Play some vinyl. Play a cassette. You can expose you to music without doping you up and taking you to a gig. Jeez, that's fuck. Your auntie's fucked. Sorry, mate. Don't mean to offend you, but yeah, that's some fucked up shit right there. Ooh, microphone, sorry. Okay, so we've done ivory bits and red bits on them 5. I'm going to move them over there and up out of the way. Anything else she was exposed to is just part of the era. Oh, I like the way you put that. Yeah. The stuff I was exposed to as well when I was younger, that's just part of the era as well. I'm going to use that one. Mine weren't so much hippies, but certainly knew how to have a good time. When I was young, obviously I didn't take any of these at that time because I was too fucking young and my parents weren't that stupid. But yeah, by the time I was, 4 or 5, we've got the full rave scene blowing up over here. MDMA, ecstasy, LSD, all going around the clubs in Manchester and around in the warehouses and the pop-up raves. Which I would say I was too young to go to, so I didn't. By the time I get old enough to start going in like the mid-90s, because I'm tall by then, so I'll look older. I might only be 14 and 15, but I look old enough to go into these pubs and clubs, so they let me. By the time we get to that old, then most of the rave scene had dropped off and had dropped into the Britpop, more the Oasis and Blur type thing. So I had a lot of that. Yeah, I was a member at a very, very small little club when I was 14 called the Brick House in Manchester, part of Deansgate Locks. And it was a very small, dingy little place. Obviously, you're supposed to be an adult when you went in there, but yeah, I had a membership card at 14. So I got a discount. It was good. What I'd go in, it was all Smiths, Radiohead, a certain ratio, OMD, New Order, Joy Division, Clash, Pulp, very much your alternative indie scenes. I just got able to get in after ones that had all died down. So some of the people who, like the 30-year-olds and the 20-odd-year-olds that were taking me out to get drunk. This sounds really, really bad. This was done with my parents' consent, by the way. I wasn't allowed out to do all that on my own. But yeah, with my parents' consent, what was essentially my brother-in-law at the time and his older brother used to take me out clubbing. Whether I was on crutches or not, they took me. So by that time, yes, I'd tried one or two recreational things. Some I liked, some I did not. Some, meh. But yeah, when it comes to the point where all my friends are now wanting to go do this club nightlife thing because they're all 18 and have got ID and they can go do it now. I'm a 4-year veteran. I'm bored of it. I've been there, done that. I'm going to the other places that you lot are too scared to go now. You can't go in there. Why not? Look at them. They're definitely doing drugs and something dodgy. Why the fuck do you think I'm going in? I'm not going in that boring place that you're going and they sell pints. Is that it? I want to go in the place where you've got dark corridors where you can only see eyes and you've got people going ease, LSD, LSD. And yeah, that's the type of place I wanted to go. And they were all shitbags and wanted to go to the nice place and go and just get drunk. It's like, this is a bit boring. Ooh, you've got 2 of them. Thanks. And the night changed. But this is while I was drinking, which I don't do anymore. I've not done for some time. So all of it went away all of it went away at that point. Once I stopped drinking, I stopped doing the other stuff. Because it's just no point. You don't get the same benefit out of it. Mm-hmm. Radio. Live transmission. Radio. Live transmission. So, Graham, we need to get you to a gig. Is what you're saying, basically. That's what I've got from Graham's small little bit so far. We've got to take Graham to a gig and to a funeral. One's easier to arrange than the other. So we'll probably get you to a funeral first. And then we'll find the gig that you want to go to. Right. I'm going to let these things dry a little bit. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a wash. But I'm going to go for a quick nicotine. But I'm going to pop out there. I'm not necessarily going to turn it. I'm not necessarily going to turn it off. I'm just going to see that door behind me there with the basketball hoop on it. All right there. I'm going to go out that door. Yeah, small clubs. But that's just because it was the better club. We had the Ritz over the road, which was basically grab a granny, or we could go to the Brick House, which was good music. So we went to the Brick House. What? Oh, yeah, food, did it? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Kitty cat's got food. So just while I'm still talking away, and I'm going to be stood roughly nearby, in case anyone's wondering why I liked OMD so much, there's not many bands that can make a pop song in the style of a waltz about the bombing of Hiroshima. You find me a band that can do that as well as they did, and yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But you don't get many. Telephone boxes, electricity. I mean, New Babies, New Toys, fantastic song. That's just a social commentary. I am still here, by the way, see. Raw. In fact, if I turn that light on, you'll be able to see. See, hello. I'm still here. Can't read the chat, though. But I had to smoke outside the house. So, yeah. I'm hoping Sparkles has gone to sleep. Oh, where's the thing? Have you opened that curtain? I can read the chat. I'm in Egypt, yes I am. See, if I open this, sorry for, and then I move that, I can actually look through the window and read the chat. Odd as it may seem, that I can do it that way. Or at least I thought I could. It's at a dodgy angle. Are you coming out, kiddie? Go on then. I am just trying to let the cat out, people. Come on. Shut gate. Come out. I'll leave the door open for you. I've come to the conclusion I've got the most awkward cat in the world. She just come out to the garden, come to the gate, and turn back round. You better not have gone to that kitchen, cat. No, you better have gone to the litter box. I think I've just found something freakier than gnomes. Yeah, definitely found something freakier than gnomes. What I've just found Thank you very much, Twisted. It's always nice to have someone in the company when you're doing that. And hopefully it will steady your hands quite a lot. I mean, I'm okay-ish at the moment. No, what? Right, my neighbours, I've just seen, what they've got is these frog things. And they're just like pot frogs, but they've got little LED eyes that move and flicker, and basically the eyes blink at you and look around. But they shine up in the dark. So you can barely see the frog shape, but you can see these two eyes like give it proper moving around and oh yeah. It was weird. It was really weird. Right, where was he up to apart from 8-Wit Lottery? We've done. Oh no, we've missed a skull. We've missed skulls. We've missed a big bloody skull right there. That is freaking disturbing, isn't it? I just got outside, just looked over the fence because the fence is shorter than I am, so I can see naturally over it. And I just saw 2 pairs of eyes. Thinking, what the fuck's that? And I looked a bit more because the cat was going in and out. And I realised it was these frog things with LED lights, and it's just, what the fuck? That's scary. I mean, I'm not going in that garden. They can ask me to do what they can ask me for favours, but as long as there's nothing to do with them frogs, then I'll be all right. If they ask me something to do with them frogs, I'm screwed. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. No, they scare me. And then I'm going to get a look off them both. It's like, you? Yeah, me. But you're the one who stands in the street having very, very inappropriate conversations that could get you in trouble. Yes, but the frogs still creep me the fuck out. Just because I have weird conversations in the street does not necessarily mean that I like all odd things. Okay, diddles. Let that dry. And we're going to grab some pink and some purple to do the weapons. Which, if I'm clever, and I hope I have been, I hope I've been clever, I've kept them to hand. It's actually pink and Carabao Crimson that I require. I don't require Emperor's Children Pink. I do require Carabao Crimson and not Rifle and Flesh Shade, Agrax Earthshade. That's Juicy Violet. Why is it as soon as I put something where I think it's going to be easy to find, it manages to make itself damn near fucking impossible? I don't want Juicy Violet. I might want Juicy Violet, but I don't want it right now. I want that, which is Carabao Crimson. Oh no, Bracknell Burgundy, sorry. That's Rhinoxide. Did I put the pink, actually put the pink away? I think I may have actually put the pink away. Like, properly away. No, I've got it. Pink Horror. So Pink Horror and Bracknell Burgundy are what I'm going to use for the weapons. Yeah! We'll get there. We'll get there in the end. Just double checking now. We've got nobody else talking over on their portrait. Can't see anyone. Oh, do I go for... See, I've got a lot of different types of weaponry and lots of different colours. Where's my sword? Have I got a sword that I've done? Yeah. Where is it? Oh no, see, he's got a black blade. He's gone gold and black. Which is not showing up on there. This is bedtime for you. No worries, Graham. You have a good night, mate. I hope you have a good week. And happy hunting with your new jobs. So librarians have black swords. Chaplains have gold croziuses. So I want a dark colour and a light colour. Now, Bracknell burgundy and pink is what I've used on axes. So I don't so much want to use that on axes. On swords, even. So let's have a look at what I've got in the paint rack at the moment. Thank you to Almouth for giving me this. It helps me organise my paints a lot. Well, at least these style paints anyway. Let's see. Oh, we have the alien purple. Where's the dark one of them? Where's the dark purple? The dark purple. Where's the dark purple? What's that? That's basalt grey. Nope. That is azure blue, which is a very, very, very light blue. But I should have... Ah, there it is. So I can do a double purple. There we go. That'll work better than the pinks, I think. So we do the actual blade in the dark purple. The blade's in the dark purple than any like ruining. So like paint it all light purple first, and then try and just dry brush the flat areas so that the light purple stays light, and then we get a dark purple blade. This is really, really gonna push my abilities. Yeah, well, I've got 2 sets of those racks, but they only take these size dropper bottles, so they don't take the GW style ones. So I've still got the 3 cases of those, and the box set of the more readily used ones that I keep close to hand. Thanks to the tip from Buzzard. Thank you very much for that, mate. Thank you very, very, very much for that. But yeah, I now keep certain ones to one side, the ones that I use regular. So we want... Ooh, way too much light purple. Way too much light purple. But it is what it is, and I'm going to have to deal with it. Because I wanted to get in all the recesses all the way up here. Thursday will be Hector night again. Just in case anyone's wondering what I'll be doing on Thursday. I'm going to be trying to finish off your Jumbo Hector. And then Big Babs. And then I'm going to start working on King Hector Demaris Piper. It's not so much pushing my skills, it's just more using techniques that I've not used before and methods that I've not used before. I mean, techniques technically is ones that I have, but because I'm going light and then dark over it to try and... Yeah, I'm doing it the other way around for a change, which doesn't help. So, nice bright purple sword. Let that dry and then I can kind of dry brush over flatter bits, leaving little bits. Francois, good evening. Good evening. How's the doing? There's a lot of people who are wondering, where does Laz get his ideas from? Half my ideas actually come from Beaky Buzzard regarding organisation and things. When did I start recording with a potato? Well, we've got Nick is one spud. We've got Mandy. And we've got Graham. So I've been recording with spuds now for about 6-7 months, I think. Yeah. But I do have my knitted ninja spuds still up here. Nick is the only one who's maintained his name tag though. Everybody else has lost their name tag. So Graham's not got his name tag anymore and Mandy's not got hers. But I know who they are. Graham's the proper hairy Ninja Tater. I mean, like the hairiest of the hairy out of the three that I've got. I'm not saying Graham's a hairy bloke. I'm just saying Graham's the hairy Tater. Oh, I should get another one and call it Andrew Potato, shouldn't I? Make sure he's bald with sunglasses and a proper prick. Just like Andrew Tate. So purple blade. We need to make sure that they're nice and look nice and deadly compared to normal blades, don't we? You're getting done with the lieutenant, you are. Although, yeah, lieutenant. He's the combi lieutenant that can run around with lone operative. Even though I'm going to be probably using him as a Phobos captain. Because I have a Phobos lieutenant and I have a Phobos librarian. I do not have a Phobos captain. But the Leviathan lieutenant, the combi lieutenant, looks special enough to be able to be a captain. So that's what that's going to be in my army. I'm just going to have to chop his little combat blades off. Two little knives. Maybe attach with a rifle and a proper sword. Just so he looks more captainy. Right. 2 vanguards. Capitan. 3 vanguards to go. With swords. Sword. Please don't ask. I don't know either. If I knew, I would tell you. But I don't, so I can't. I just know those probably weren't normal noises to come out of a human's mouth. So I'm going to have a very, very multicoloured melee army. Some with red weapons, some with purple weapons, some with pink weapons, some with green weapons. Consistency, people. That's what we aim for. None about as consistent as a fucking wet fart. Let's base colour first. Base colour first. This is how we do it. Even if we think we're going to struggle doing it in this way, we do it this way first. I'm only doing it this way because of Olmouth. He decided he was going to paint some berserkers, but he did them all gold and brass first and then painted over them with red. And I'm like, that's a bit of a weird choice, isn't it? But it looks okay, so let's give it a go. Doing it the reverse way around that I would normally do it. I need to speak to him again as well. I would like to send him some more samples and get some more songs. I think I've done the Into the Gates of Hell Brothers for the Emperor. I've sent him that to see if he can just use it as a very quick intro to something. And maybe send him some more along the same lines. Again, sent him some regarding Khorne as well. Not sure I'm going to be able to do samples for Tyranids. And obviously I've done the samples for Orcs. Right. You're all done. Now my Agrax Earthshade should be in that box. But I'm looking at this Drushi Violet. And I'm thinking I should do that instead. Over the swords. But I still need an Agrax Earthshade for when I'm doing the stupid bits of paper. Or I need Pallid Bone Flesh Speed Paint. That's Hag Dweller purple. Crusader skin. Highland blue. Orc skin. Camo cloak. Hardened leather. Another Hag Dweller. What are these? Zealot yellow, fire giant orange. Pallid bone. There we go. Pallid bone, army painter, speed paint. It doesn't come up well on there, and it doesn't come up well on there. What is it with these two lights, and neither one of them want to actually get the image that I want? I'm not having a good night tonight, huh? I'm really not. It's been a funny old... Right, where's my actual... There's no... Where's the dropper bit gone? Oops. Right. This could either go really well or incredibly fucking wrong. But I'm going to try pouring a very, very tiny amount out. Actually, that worked better than the dropper bottle. That I had more control over it. But just a bit of pallid bone. Just so I can wash all the ivory bits. Let's thin it out a little tiny bit on the wet palette. And then get that in there. This in here. Get some nice painting stuff done. I'm going to send that message. I've just had an idea to send a message to someone. I'm never going to get a response back, but I never know unless I actually send the message. So I'm going to send the message. Just popped into my head. There we go. One ski. Two ski. Ivan Blonsky. Sorry. Blonsky was a Marvel character, isn't he? He's the one who becomes Abomination. The Abomination. Oh, ivory bits that should be painted and looking worn. Are all painted and looking worn. Now for you guy. We need the dude guy. Because we need you guy to paint up your crotch cloth and your pieces of paper that are gonna get ripped off in the heat of war. But you're gonna get on and get the guys to chant some to make your victory easy. Not sure where that came from either. Things come out of my mouth. Sometimes my brain knows what it is. Sometimes my brain thinks, what are you doing? This was the what are you doing case. Yeah, mouth's working, my brain doesn't actually know what's happening. It's good when that happens. EP, what is up, homie? What is up? Are you free? I'm not on for too much longer, but if you want to pop up, let me know. And we can have a good old chinwag as usual. That will derail the stream, everyone, don't worry. If anyone's thinking, Laz has not derailed the stream much this one, what's going on? That we've found a way to do it. EB's just popped in. And at that point, I forget I'm online and just start talking to my friend. Which is probably the most dangerous thing I can do online. So yeah, I'm going to chat to my friend now. And that's when we bring up conversations that I've got a blaring ass TV from the Wi-Fi. Oh, you'd hop up. I start Wally World with orientation tomorrow. Nice. So you'll be officially back within the working world. You're going to be a working man. Go on, mate. Go on. But you're getting back in there and you're going to be working at Wally World. Now, even I know what that means, and we don't have that store over here. We have a store owned by them. It's called Asda. But we don't actually have Wally World. So to translate for my fellow English people, that's Walmart. And yes, that is the place you see on a lot of TikTok little shorts where people just go in without giving two shits about what they look like, or about what they're doing, or about how they treat people, because they are ignorant fuckfaces. Then you get the poor people who work there, like soon to be EB. Well, hopefully he's not going to be hanging out baskets and dealing with customers, because I don't think he'll last very long doing that, in fairness, before some fucker gets told where they can go shove everything. And if you want a demonstration, he'll give them one. Fuck it, send you the link. Right, okay. Where's collab cam? Start collab cam. Generate a new link. Copy. FAC. It does not get followed by fuck. Message. Mr. EDB. Right, click, paste, send. Headphones on. Oh, select webcam source would be desk. What do you mean no webcam sources? Why have I got... I've got 3 EBs now. 4 EBs. EB, what are you doing? You're clicking like... Ah! Right, show on stream. Right, that one should... No, it's just popping up again. Right, disconnect. Regenerate link. Fine. Disconnect all that. Generate new link. Copy new link. Don't know what the fuck happened then. Right, I'm going to have to try this again. Right. Change that to that. Generate new link. Copy. Go to there. Go to Mr. EB. That was not Mr. EB. that was some very dodgy thing that I don't even know where it came from. Send Mr. EB a new link. Mr. EB has a new link. Now it's actually showing. There is Mr. EB. Assigned to collab cam, yes. Show on stream, please. EB, what's happening? You are, or you should in fact be up on screen. And I don't understand why. Yeah, you just keep opening up multiple tabs, mate. Multiple tabs, and it's not coming up. Yeah, I have 6 guests apparently, and I can't have that many. And if I disconnect that one, if you want to prevent this guest from you should also generate. No. Why did that not work? What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry, people. This is one of the things that I do. I work through things as I'm going through. So copy link. Right, EB, I'm going to try sending it you through Discord instead. Just because for some reason that wasn't working. Where are you? 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 I know you're on this list. I've just got way too many people on this list now. I mean, I've got people I've not spoken to in ages. I've even got a squirrel down there. Ah, there you are. Right, let's try it from there. Go back to this one. And now, hopefully, it will work. Because the last one was just bringing up like 6 different versions of you with nothing on it. There you are. Now let me click on it. Show on stream. Close that now. And yeah, because something's not right. Something's definitely not right there. It is. Yeah, I'll keep the same link. So you can just use the same link. I'll boot all 5 of those. Why it's bringing up 5, I don't know. And I'll pop this on here for now. Fargrim, I'm so sorry, mate. I was so engrossed in trying to get EB up on the collab cam that I completely missed you come in. Yeah, purple for power weapons. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to have to leave a separate screen open. So I can't see my screen. I can see some of the chat. Say stream not found. What the fuck? Right. Generate new fucking link. You piece of shit machine. Copy the link. Paste the link. Enter. Right, it's definitely there because it's there. I can see it. Is it the same link? Ends in D7G. Ends in D7G. Yep. Says it's been copied. I did paste it. Right, purples. I can go back to purples now, can't I? There we have a Mr. Eclectic Beard. Collab Cam Eclectic Beard, yes. No visuals, and the second one pop up. We're going to have to try figuring this out off stream, I think, EB. This is not for working. Because every one that I click on, it's just not having it. Well, stop sharing that, see if that helps. No. No. No, and each time you click it, it's just gonna reboot you into a new one, and I can only have one up at a time. So it's opening up you as 5 sources, but I've only got 1. Sorry, mate, it doesn't look like it's working. We'll fuck around with it when another time when we're not on stream. Or when I'm not on stream. We'll figure it out from there, I suppose. We're gonna have to. Right. Oh yeah, I'm up to these bits. Yeah, for some reason, it's just... I mean, I've had it working. We know we've had it working. You have been up here with me using those links. You've used that link before. You've been up before. I've had people on this stream using that link before. But the last couple of times I've tried to use it, it just doesn't seem to want to work. And I don't know why. But it's definitely something I'm going to have to figure out in the future because, well, there are people that I want to come up and be guests. And, well, they can't if the fucking camera's not working. Yeah. It seems to be all on my end, though, so don't worry. As per usual, it's my computer that's screwing it up. So no need to panic. I think it's just, I'm going off the fact that my machine's not actually capable enough to run everything I want it to do. So just while we make sure that that purple's dried, or the light purple's dried, should I say, we're going to go through the ivory bits just to make sure we've got the washes over them. And the rope on the back of his hook. Right, that's the ivory done. Right, now we need the dark purple. In this case, it's the terrestrial purple instead of the alien purple. See, alien purple is the light one, and the terrestrial purple is the dark one, which is going to be the main colour for the blade. Now, I did do a lot of light purple, and I didn't mean to. That's better as a little blob for the darker purple. It's more like what I wanted it to be. Dead God. Who's that choppy blade man? Do you mean this choppy blade man? Or this choppy blade man? Or this choppy blade man? Or this choppy blade man? I have lots of choppy blade mans. In this case, Dead God, we have a standard Space Marine captain with Storm Shield and Power Sword. And we have the newer Vanguard veterans from the Armageddon box. Just remember what box sets I buy. The one with the dapper cape, this one. This one with the dapper cape. This one is the Terminator captain. Not Terminator. Space Marine captain. My Terminator captain's somewhere else. I have my librarians to hand and I have two of my chaplains to hand, but I don't have anyone else in character form. Oh no, I do. I have Banner Bearer and Weird Lieutenant with stabby knives. So I do have somehow, but yeah, most of my characters are tucked away nicely in the bottom of a very large box. So now we need to be extra careful with this purple because we want to try and keep a line up the middle. And when we do that, what I don't want to do is, can you see it on there? Yeah. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to darken up the... If I do that for a second. Nope, that really didn't help. Fuck me. No. That way. Thank you. Right, so hopefully you can see there's a slight lighter section up here and the rest of the blade's quite dark. Rinse and repeat again, so the runes show lighter than the actual blade itself. So we'll do the Capitani first, which is Dead God, the classic book. Oh, I've used the other name. No, in this case, the cutting edge is going to be darker. It's going to be the runes and those bits that are cutting into, that are glowing the power from underneath, that are going to be lighter. Normally I would do that. I'd do the dark blade with lighter, like center, whatever the hell it's called, the center line, and then the cutting edges. But normally I would do them darker, but in this case I do them lighter, but in this case I'm trying to do them darker so that the runes can come through as lighter. So when I do it up that section, it covers all the bits but leaves the lettering still light, or the runic scribing still light. Keeps it similar to these swords, which are all black with gold runes, and then, but in the case of the librarians, it's very red and pink, Carroburg crimson and pinky colour. So a 3/4 switch. What's a 3/4 switch, Vagram? Because you're using technical terms to a guy who's thick. Just letting you know that however intelligent I may come across, I ain't that intelligent. It's all a lie. Using big words to confuse people. So in this case, I want very, very, yeah. Because this one doesn't have quite as many runes on it. Actually, it has no fucking runes on it. I want to get, they have a little like power line up from the base, so I kind of want to keep the sides of that lighter instead. In this case, it's going to be hard, it's going to be weird, it's going to be different from everything else in the fucking army. If nothing else, I am inconsistent with colours, but at least then I can kind of keep things to one side. I always get confused, Fargram, because you're one of the few who stays on portrait. So I often get confused. But now I know you're in there, I know to keep an eye on it, don't worry. I will be popping my head technically off screen to go look at my phone to see if Fargram's, or anyone else in, for that matter. There we go. 1/3 in one colour and the other third in a contrast. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, now I get what you mean. It's like if you was going to do it like blue, white, then blue. Kind of do the opposite colour. So like they kind of, at the point where they meet, it is kind of reflected in the opposite directions. I think I get what you mean. I tried that. In fact, where is it? 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 Did I put you up there? Or did I put you back? No, I didn't put you back. I didn't put anything back there. And I did not put them 2 tubs back there. I put those 2 tubs. There's one of them, but does it actually have the thing in that I'm looking for now? Nope. That's all metal bits. Those are parts of the bits that I dropped, which is also got me earth shade in it. Fargrim, you've distracted me again. Between you and Graham, you've sent me right off on some little goose chases tonight. Is that the box with it in? As I said, I dropped lots of little boxes as well as big boxes with bits in. I mean, this has still got some, this has got granite bits in it, I think. Which means, yes, Twisted, if I find any more Terminator Apothecary arms, I will send them through. But I do not have any Terminator Apothecary arms. Oh, any of the blades that I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for a specific set of blades, which are... No. I'm pretty adamant now that they are in the thingy room over there. Don't worry about it. Falcon, I get sidetracked so easily that if I don't, I feel disappointed. If somebody doesn't come in, at least make me take a left turn or a right turn halfway through the stream, it doesn't feel right. So don't be sorry. I encourage it. As weird as that might sound. Oh, purple, 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 purple. One-eyed, one-eyed, one-eyed. One-eyed, purple people. One-eyed, one-eyed, flying purple people. One-armed, one-armed, flying purple people eater. One-armed, one-eyed, flying purple people eater. Am I singing that out loud? Sorry, didn't mean to. That was supposed to be in my head. Oh well. Most of the stuff doesn't stay in my head, I know. But that one was supposed to stay in my head. Paint Night Lords. Blue and red? Oh, I am singing it. All right, okay. Yeah, blue and red for Night Lords, aren't they? I think I tried doing a Night Lord when I got... Essentially, I got a set of 10 Chaos Marines when I got my Eldari to use as D&D characters. You know, when they first brought out the Void Eldari people, so they're like the weird cloaks, the one with the hawk on the hand, the few odd ones. So when I got that box set, I got 10 Chaos guys with it. And as I didn't have any Chaos faction at the time, I decided to try and do one in each of the Traitor Legions. So I did do a Night Lordy one. It was just a bit brighter than I wanted him. So I'm gonna have to either go back and repaint him as a Night Lord, or now that I have actually got a Chaos faction, and he's got a big two-handed whacking axe. I think I'm gonna repaint him as a World Eater. So you've got to strip all the blue off him, and then redo him in red and brass instead of the blue and red and gold that he's in. But I have done Night Lord, at least one Night Lord. Same as I've done a Word Bearer, I've done a Thousand Son, I've done a Death Guard. I did a Black Legion, but he got chopped up very quickly to make these. I needed his axe, you see, to make the Master of Executions. And now I've got a Master of Executions. So to lead my World Eaters, I now have a Master of Executions, Angron, Demon Prince. I have a few now. I have a few possibilities to lead my World Eaters. Couple of nice HQs, because obviously my Angry Ron is now my Demon Prince. My Angron is now my Angron. And my home-built kit-bashed Master of Executions is my Master of Executions. I don't have one of the actual normal ones. I went for a Dark Apostle now. Instead of having a book, he's got an axe. I was about to dip this in my frigging tea then. That is not good. Right, so we have the swords done. We have the paper bits done. We have the shoulder pads done. We have the skulls done. I am getting tired. As I said at the start of the stream, I've not been sleeping well. Do I risk yawning a lot on stream and getting a little bit of this done? Or do we just carry on Monday? I don't know, but I'm going to go with Dead God a little bit on this. I'm going to do this last side of dark, and then I'm going to see if I can edge up some of it with a lighter. See, again, just feather up at the top, because I do want that covering. But as I'm feathering up the top and the edge, I want to just use the side of my brush and get the, so you can still see that little bright layer, just that little brighter layer on the blade, which is there. Hard to see on my camera at the moment because my camera's being a dick. It's been a dick because I was pressing buttons, but yeah, camera's still being a dick. So just for the sake of it, let's mix a little bit of the dark purple with the light purple and just try and edge. So it's not too much of a stark contrast between the two. But it is still lighter than the dark bit. Now we take Mr. Capitani. El Capitano. And that right down the cutting edge. And that right down the cutting edge as well. And then it is literally just the cutting edges that I've got the brighter section, rather than the whole blade. Now we can come back in again and we went right along the cutting edge. As Dead God quite accurately put it. How's you doing, Dead God, anyway? You alright? We've not had a chance to communicate over streams for a while, or as much as usual. Not that we always chat constantly, but we talk enough. Enough to make sure that if we're in the same stream watching the same persons and the same things, that we're not actually taking part in conversations with whoever's on screen. We're talking amongst ourselves. Which, if you wish to do in here, I don't mind. I don't discourage. You will see each other in here just as much as you see me. And then, obviously, conversations will arise. Are you knackered as well, mate? Oh, that makes two of us. Yeah. I'm thinking of using Red Corsairs for Night Lords. Yeah, the Red Corsairs would look a lot better than the standard Chaos Space Marines for Night Lords. Basically, the standard Chaos Space Marines are Black Legion. If you want anything else, you're going to have to get custom pieces and do a lot of fucking around. Oh, wait, that was directed at you. Yeah. yeah, I was talking to you, Dead God. I do talk to individuals within the chat. It's, I don't know. Wait, what you miss? Talk to wifey, doing pre-employment or pre-employment. You not miss much. Dead God gave me the idea of, because I've done purple blades and I'm trying to do purple runes and power, and that's not the Amazon bloody thing, in case everyone goes, oh, you like the Amazon rings of power. No, I don't. Dwarves aren't black. They all have beards. What the fuck is that woman doing there? Black woman with no beard as a dwarf. That is just racist. All dwarves have beards. And just because she didn't want to wear prosthetics, or for whatever fucking reason, she wanted to bollocks around with the continuity and the lore for Lord of the fucking Rings, which is older than you stupid bitch. Dwarves have beards. Deal with it. Sit in the makeup chair for 4 hours and get your face itchy. Sorry, yeah, there you go. I may have been said that. Don't ask me where that's come from. Oh shit. But yeah, these swords and the power weapons. They've got pointed out the fact that they're going to be really dark along the blades. Even though I have tried to keep the runes quite light in the lighter purple, it might be a good idea just to touch up the cutting edges with a lighter purple so you can see it easier. Again, not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. Just brightens up those edges so when it is dry, it's easier to see. Now, I've not gone for the full bright, but I have gone for I've mixed up a bit to get a lighter tone than what I've got across the dark blade. Other than that, I've just been doing a bit of washing and a bit of ranting and a bit of wandering off over the internet because people have mentioned things. You've not missed much, don't worry. Although I will probably be finishing these swords up like this and then calling it a night for now. Making sure I do shit like take my medication, drink more, get myself into a situation where I'm gonna be okay, and then eventually I'll be watching WWE Raw. And yes, I still watch that at 42 years old. I'm aware it's a soap opera with hitting people with chairs, but I enjoy it. So there we go. We have swords done. Swords done. Shoulder pads done. Started work on shield. So his captain shield's going to have a lot more gold over it now along the edges. Ooh, that's nice, Evie. That is nice. So no testing unless you go for a management position. Well, just fuck all management positions off. Don't want them. Have them yourself. Bye bye. And then yeah, chug away all you want. Okay. I'm holding back my yawns and my tiredness, which I'm doing a little bit of as a kind of lean off like this. It's a tiny bits of yawn sometimes. But I'm fending it off as best I can. So we managed to do swords, all the little papery bits, a lot of chatting, a lot of talking. And seeing as we're only supposed to be working on 5 models tonight, and I started working on 6. Yeah. Shh. This is a British channel. For Gorguts. We're not starting into orcs yet. Twisted. I have got them. Like the knobs. More knobs. Another knob. Boys. Gretchen. What the fuck's that? Is that a head? Where's that come from? It's obviously fucking come from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Yeah, I've got lots of boys in here now. Lots of orcs. I've also got the 10 intercessors, which I'm still not sure whether or not they're going to remain as intercessors or become something else. Plenty of Gretchen. As well as lots more orcs from other places. See, there's an arm. That is definitely a Gretchen arm that has come from somewhere, and I'm not sure where it's come from. So when I go through this box, I've got a feeling I'm going to be finding and looking for lots of weird bits and missing pieces. Unless they're from other sets. Yeah, that looks like it's from a Gene Stealer cult. Oh no, that's magnetized arms from somewhere. These, I must have found these with my bits box. These must have fell out of my bits box. Yeah. Warboss Gargos. He's gonna take your head clean off. He's gonna leave you on your ass. Because he's the one who's shouting, "Whoa!" all the time. All the time. Don't ask where these things come from. The words pop in my head, then gone. One at a time, I'll sing them out. But one thing you've got to remember to do, you've always got to shout, shout, shout. And I don't know where the words come from. They just seem to appear in one. And I'll sing along as they come through, and then we'll sing just as I sing to you. 'Cause I'm a fucking idiot, and I'll sing on the internet, and I won't think about what song I'm gonna be, but I'll just let the words flow from me. Anyway, enough of that, because I don't know what I was doing. I was just looking through my box and singing along. Only half remembering I'm actually online. I have to see if I think I'm gonna go for a few one-to-one strains. Okay, I'll need to see if I can. Well, so catch you later, Buzzard. I'm gonna be probably gone by the time you've come back. So you have a good night, mate, and thank you for coming in. Bubble bath. Nah, see, I just go. For me, I just go straight for Stardog all the time. Straight for Stardog or White Rhino or White Widow. I like my white strains, but rather than get onto that topic, I'm going to end the stream now, because that's the topic that's actually quite dangerous for me to talk about because of where I am and how much, well, you all know how much of a prick my nation is and how much everybody else, and how much they are that are running it. If I say something online they don't agree with, they will come and knock on my door. So we want to avoid that if we can. So thank you again for everybody who's coming to see me tonight. Everyone who's left a like, left to subscribe, left a chat, left a message, coming just to see me and sat there watch and fall asleep. Every single one of you, I thank you so much, because you make this at least worthwhile for me to do. I'm not talking to myself. I actually have people that come and see me, and that means a lot. So thank you, everybody, and please drive safe. I will be seeing you again on Thursday, because I'm going to try and get sleep this week, and that's going to work. And hopefully I'll speak to you all then. If not, have a good one. Please post away in Discord, chat away in Discord, and drive safe.